Hello everyone and welcome back to The Crow. I'm Lauren Ballard, the Multimedia editor for the Chanticleer. The Crow is our podcast, and here we will briefly discuss and go behind the scenes on the stories that were published this past week. Today I'm here with AnnaKate Freeland, editor-in-chief of the Chanticleer, and today we're discussing the mayor was sworn in on Monday.
Yes. So the story I had that we published, I believe it was Wednesday, it was a feature that I was already doing for a class, but obviously I published it here. And the city council and the mayor were sworn in Monday morning. And I've never been to a council swear-in or mayor swear-in, but there was a lot of people there showing their support for the mayor and the city council. And then the story I did was like a longer profile piece about the new mayor, Mark Jones. And it's really cool to hear about his story. He ran for the city council in 2004 and didn't get it. And then he served from 2008 to 2016 and was also the city's first council president. Mm-hmm. So he definitely has a lot of experience in city government, and he ended up leaving the council in 2016 and was working as the director of officials for the Alabama High School Athletic Association. So just hearing him talk about like what his previous role in city government and in his job, like how that has prepared him to be the mayor, was really cool. And I mean, I definitely think that he has the experience and he has like the knowledge. And like I quoted somebody saying it like this isn't his first time in city government.
Right. Yeah. And he following his story coming to be sworn in, because we've been covering election stuff since the summer. Yeah. When was that? Was that in August?
Yeah, but we were so they were elected in August, like everyone voted, but we have been covering them since like June.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's really deep in it. City council every other Monday.
Yeah, literally.
But going to the voting was a really cool experience. Being like, that was probably one of the first, if not only, times all the editors have covered something together
on election night.
And like, not only that we had the editors, we had workshoppers out there getting the poll numbers, and getting that out before everybody.
Yeah.
A little touchy, but I mean, it was such a cool experience. And him winning was also, for me, I mean, granted, I'm not from here and I'm not familiar with who he was, and I only knew about city council from over the summer. When he won, I was a little bit shocked. I was not expecting him to win, but not knowing his history behind being the first city council president.
Well, so let's talk about, we're sitting at City Hall, like just waiting for the numbers to come in, interviewing. He's not there. And then like 10
at all. Everyone else is there. He is not there.
10 minutes later, after they announce like the final numbers, he shows up soaking wet, like with a towel around his neck. And he's like, I jumped in my pool as soon as I found out. It was funny. I don't know. Made me laugh.
It was such he pulls up and I'm like, wait, what's going on?
I feel like he's super like lighthearted. Like he was telling me that his favorite show is like the Andy Griffith Show, and he was like, everyone should watch that show. Like there's so many life lessons you can learn. About.
And he's so
I feel like he's very young at heart.
Yes, yeah. And so when I interviewed him for like the mayor, like we were having a new mayor, and I remember like texting him like, when are you available? And he was like, I'll call you in my car. I have somewhere to be, but I got you. I'm gonna get right there. And I was like, okay. So he's very on top of it, and he loves the city, you know.
Yeah, he does.
It's very interesting. It was sad to see Tony Taylor not on it anymore. I don't know if he's ever gonna listen to this, but you're one of my favorites on there. I will miss you. Now coming up to him being the new mayor, I'm really excited for the next time I go to a city council and see how the dynamic is gonna play out, because that's the one thing about city council is you're just up there watching their dynamic and them talking with one another. It's going to be so different now. I cried.
I know, you told me.
Well, I told AnnaKate, but they don't know. I genuinely was crying at the last city council meeting. It was so emotional. Y'all, they live stream it, so if you've never watched one, you could go on YouTube and look it up. But it was Andy Green, one of the city councilmen, gave a really good speech to Tony Taylor and the mayor, Johnny Smith, former mayor. And it was just like so. And also I just get really emotional.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what I had all summer. This was my summer, and now it's gone. But anyways, talking about the city, we also are doing stories for our magazine about the city. What is our magazine, AnnaKate?
So we don't have like an official name on it. We have, Chanticleer stopped doing print editions in 2020. So this summer I was like, let's try to do a magazine, and we were able to get it going. It had a lot of success. So like, why not try it again? And we could do like a semester at a time. So we started working in the past like month, getting it up and going. We've been prepping a lot of stories for it. But I'm definitely have more help obviously than I did this summer. So I'm excited just to do more like page designing than writing stories. But yeah, our magazine is completely free. So you can find it on newsstands around campus. I know there's some at like the CMB. There's one outside the Chanticleer office in South Hall. And like there's one at the rec. There's one in the library. But yeah, they're completely free. We just put copies on there, and you can just get them until they run out. And then you can also access it digitally for free on our website.
Yeah, and AnnaKate, I don't know how she did that.
Gosh, it was a lot of sleepless nights.
I really don't know how. I was like in the loop, but so out of the loop at the same time of what you were doing over the summer. And I just know that, Carly wrote one or two stories in it. And the rest was like pretty much what you had done. And
oh my gosh. I was like, what can I make Austin do for free? What can I pull that's already on our website? But some neat stories came out of it. And it's cool to see too. Like, I probably would not write any of those stories the same now.
Right. Yeah. And it's really interesting. Like, it really did create more of like a recognition around campus. I remember you had me passing them out. I forgot what it was for. I think it was something to do with student orientation or something in the summer. And after I like passed, I don't know, like the 500 we had in that box, I saw them everywhere. And, and then people would be like, yeah, I saw your magazine. That was a really cool magazine. So I'm really excited that we're bringing it back and having more other people, our workshoppers, included in it as well. Yeah. And helping us out. So if you have any ads you would like.
Yes. Also, we're also selling ads for it. Anyone, literally anyone can buy an ad. Any business, student organization, a person. If you're interested in buying an ad, definitely reach out to anyone on the staff, and we can get you going in the right direction. But we need them by like December beginning.
Yes. Soon. Deanna Jennings is our
business manager.
And so not only, I think we offer, you come with us with your own designs, but if you don't have one, we can design something for you. So a lot of different areas you can go to get your name put in this.
Yes, and we need to have Deanna on for a thing. Just talk about advertising in general.
I agree. I'll see if she'll do it next week. All right, guys, now I'm here with Austin Tackett, and we're going to talk about football and the bowl game. If you want to tell us a bit about what happened and everything.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say the bowl game. However, Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks, clinched bowl eligibility this past weekend after taking down the UTEP Miners. And another nail-biter, let's say, to say the least, Garrison Ripa sunk a 46-yard field goal to secure the win. It went on to be game-winning field goal. Now the Gamecocks are set up to play in one of 7 Conference USA tie-in bowl games, but they do have association with 17. So we're not too sure where they will end up, but they have a plethora of destinations considering the tie-ins. In 2025, guaranteed spots for Conference USA teams are 7, but however, I do doubt that they have that many bowl-eligible teams in the conference. But like I mentioned, they do have 17 different associations with different bowls. Listed on the website, they have the New Orleans Bowl, the Independence Bowl, and Bahamas Bowl as sites. But last year, there was also teams sent to the Cure Bowl, a bowl in Montgomery, I believe, and maybe one more, but it's slipping off. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, they beat the UTEP Miners by a slim margin. Let's just say that. Not the best win. But the offense looked okay, sloppy at times, but they started off good, got a lot of people involved, and now they're headed to a bowl game for the third time in 3 years under first-year head coach Charles Kelly.
Is this your first or second time covering Jack State going?
Well, I was sports editor last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. So it'll be my second time. I wasn't involved when they went to the New Orleans Bowl, but I got involved shortly after that, so I heard a lot of stories about that. But I was there in Orlando when they went and played Ohio in the Cure Bowl and unfortunately lost. So I'm looking forward to another bowl game this season, and that should be fun, as long as it doesn't happen on December 24th or 25th, that is, because a lot of those bowl games do take place near or on Christmas Day. So we're just hoping for the best, preparing for the worst, though. That's the job. You got to love it.
Do you have any expectations for how this is going to turn out for Jack State?
I mean, a bowl game is good regardless, right? Like, that's prominence not only in the conference but in the entirety of FBS. When it comes to the postseason play, you're going to have millions of eyes on those bowl games. While you might be playing at the same time as somebody else, and it's not a college football playoff game, right? You're still going to have eyes that may have never ever seen the school watching the team during those bowl games, just because it's football on during the wintertime when there's not much going on besides professional sports. And I think we all know in the South how people get down about college football. So, I mean, it's going to turn out good for the school. Exposure is a lot of things that come with this bowl game. Obviously, a little bit of money, too. But it'll be good for them, especially under Kelly. I mean, it's his first year at the helm, like I mentioned. So, moving forward and being able to secure that bowl game in his first season and moving on to his next season and next season for however long he ends up staying here at Jack State, it's just going to be a positive. It'll keep recruits coming in. It'll keep transfers coming in. So, trying to stay at the mountaintop where they're at, defending conference champions and trying to get to that level. Again, the bowl game is step one. You want to be bowl eligible, but I think they have goals to win the conference, obviously, move past that and then go win a bowl game.
Yep. And other Jack's State football, not football, but sports, we have the basketball game that was going on. When was that?
The one this morning?
This morning, yes.
Yeah. It is Education Day. They're playing Reinhardt, so there's a lot of elementary school students in the building. But they started their season against Oakwood at home. They obviously took a win by a sizable margin. It was around 50 points. Still don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Mustafa. We're going to give it a shot. Mutawakil. Mustafa Mutawakil. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but that guy is very good at basketball, to say the least. Let me pull up the box score and let you guys know what he had his first game. Yeah, he went 9 for 13 with 10 rebounds and dropped 27 points in his Jack State debut.
Was that this year?
Yeah, I mean, that was last Monday. Yeah, he's a transfer from Louisiana. So in his Jack State debut, he dropped 27 on 9 for 13 shooting, 8 for 12 free throws, had a double-double with 10 rebounds, and managed 4 assists, So, yeah, they started off their season hot at 1-0. Should end up 2-0 because they were putting the belt to Reinhardt last I checked. And let's move over to the women's. While I can't say they're doing as good, I'm pretty sure they hold the same 1-0 record. Yeah, they took down LaGrange College by 60 points last Monday. And they play today at 6 p.m. against North Alabama at North Alabama. And that should be a good game considering they're both smaller schools, especially with smaller programs. So looking forward to a good game there. But they have some bright spots. I mean, keeping Pietri around, I think, a lot of people were debating whether or not Pietri should have been let go after last season. But I think that guy has a history of being a good coach and, keeping him around is going to be good for the girls on our team. So I'm really glad that Pietri is still here for another season, is going to be coaching. And I think that'll be good for the girls team. What else do we got going on in sports? I think that's about it. Bowling is hot and heavy. A lot of new faces on the bowling team, right? They started off their season good, winning a couple tournaments. Volleyball took down New Mexico State, but I don't know. I feel like everybody always wants to hear about football and basketball,
Which one's your favorite to cover?
Football. I mean, I don't know. If you ask me, like, what's my favorite thing to cover in general is high school football, but, like, covering college football is really, really fun. We talked about it in the last episode of the podcast. The press box, the people up there, the SID department, they take care of me really well. And I think they also, like, give me good content for my stories. Like, if I didn't have Donnie or Preston or Bryce, I wouldn't be able to have those sources or the information that I have in my story to make it a good story. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I definitely would say football is probably my favorite sport to cover. I just grew up around it, I guess. You know.
Well, hopefully this season will be great for the football team and the basketball team.
Well, you say you hope they end up being great, but the football team is 6-3. They're just
I don't
clinched
know
a
anything
bowl
else.
game.
I really do not know anything about sports.
You know, tied number 1 in the conference. They play Kennesaw State. I think actually I should touch on that game a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, obviously my predictions will come out later on in the week, but welcoming the Kennesaw State Owls to Amherst Stadium, it's kind of like a battle of the borders, I guess you could say. I mean, Georgia, Alabama, right? Somebody on Twitter has been calling it like I don't know, I can't think of the name, but something has to do with the fact that we're so close to each other, right? It's only like 70, 80 miles between us, right? And me personally, I'm from Cobb County, Georgia, same county which Kennesaw State is in, right? I grew up around a lot of people, right, who go to Kennesaw State. So, you know, as much as I'm supposed to keep the bias out of this, I don't want the Gamecocks to win the game for themselves, as much as that would be cool for my stories, this, that, and the third, conference championship, whatever. I want them to win for me, so I can go to my friends and be like, hey, you know, you had a good run, but like you guys got to remember who's at the top of the conference, right?
Right.
And that's just kind of what I'm looking forward to. I think that game should be a good game. Both teams have really high-powered offenses that can get stuff done. Don't sleep on Amari Odom of Kennesaw State. That guy can make plays. He can sling it. He's a pill tosser. That boy can toss the pill. And he can run the ball too. But, you know, you can't ever overlook Cam Cook, Caden Creel, DeAndre Johnson, Brock Rexsteiner, those guys. And you can't overlook our front seven that's hopefully going to get the job done against Kennesaw State. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to that game. It's going to be obviously the hardest game of the year in my opinion. And I think probably the most watched and attended game, I would say. But, yeah, that's all I got really.
Okay, well, it was good talking with you. Thank you so much for your input. I appreciate it. That's all for The Crow. Stay up to date with JSU news and make sure you check out our website at jsuchanticleer.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at JSU Chanticleer.